Alright, so we just made it over here to CNE. Not a too bad of a drive over from my house, only like 3 minutes, but we're gonna take you through an arm day. It's gonna be the most insane pump you've ever gotten, especially the way that I do it. It's basically just a bunch of supersets, biceps, triceps, back and forth. So again, the pump is gonna be gnarly. We're already got our pre-workout going, had some good rice cakes and stuff before, so we are ready. Let's go. Alright, so we made it in. We did a little bit of some bands to warm up the shoulder and stuff, but that's not the point. We're going to start with the first exercise, which is still kind of a warm-up, just getting the biceps and triceps moving, which is your rope tricep extension. And then I'm going to grab some dumbbells and do some basic, just alternate dumbbell curls. So it's going to, again, just get us warmed up and get those muscles moving. Alright, so we do some closed grip bench press, and I get this question a lot for people when they're asking about like training arms, specifically when you're talking about like training arms for size. And I think it's really important to still incorporate these exercises like a closed grip bench press or even like a pull-up, for instance. That way you're able to use a lot more weight in a closed grip bench press than you might use in like a typical just like cable tricep extension. So the stimulus that you're gonna get on your muscles is a little bit higher when it comes to the weight that you're using versus just higher repetitions. So even though you're using a lot of other muscles like your chest and your shoulders, overall like that complex of muscles, that like combination of muscles is under a higher weight stimulus. So it definitely helps when it comes to like gaining size on your arms. If all you're doing is like 20 bicep curls, 20 tricep extensions, you're gonna have really good tonality, but you might not have as big size. So little pro tip, we're gonna go ahead and crush some closed grip bench press here, and then I'll show you what I do for biceps after this. But usually on arm days I do a ton of supersets. For this we're gonna just kind of focus on the bench press right now. So let's get it. Alright, so this next set, we got a little superset going on. We're still gonna start with some triceps. We're gonna start to work into some biceps. This is probably one of my favorite little supersets for arms, which is a skull crusher with these easy curl bars here, and then right into a reverse grip bicep curl. For some reason, I really love doing a lot of like reverse grip stuff, so you're gonna see that a lot from me. That's just personal preference, but again, kind of keeping the same idea. If you're trying to go a little heavier, if you need to cheat just a little bit for those bicep curls, go for it, but let's go ahead and crush it. So another little thing is I have a slight little incline when I do these, or most any sort of like skull crusher type thing. Mainly just because I have a torn labrum in my shoulder. So for me, just that slight little incline just feels a lot nicer on my shoulder. So it's, again, a little bit more of just a personal preference. But feel free to try that out if you're ever feeling a little bit of some shoulder pain as you use those skull crushers, or even like chest press. Just a slight little incline. Not to turn into a full incline press, but just just a little bit nicer of a position for you. All right, so next little superset here. Again, like I said, I love supersets for arms, doing biceps and triceps right after each other. But we're gonna do some kind of rope bicep curls, kind of like hammer curl variation with these guys here. They're like a super flexible rope here versus kind of your standard knot ropes if you see these guys. I just like it a little bit better. Again, better on my wrist, that kind of thing. And then we're gonna go from the bicep curls into some overhead tricep extensions. Again, you might see that the way I set those up is a little bit more preferential, again, because I have that torn labrum in my shoulders. So this one we're gonna start to go a little lighter, I think with like 15 to 20-ish reps, play around some of with that. But I love these guys because you get a really good like range of motion, good squeeze, and stretch throughout each exercise. So let's go ahead and crush it. All right, so we're just about to wrap up the day here. Quick little arm session, but we're gonna finish out with classics. Again, some of my favorites here, which is just your straight, I use a little bit of an easy curl bar here, but just some tricep extensions, and then we're gonna superset with some dumbbell curls at the end just to crush it. Again, quick little arm day to finish out. Probably do a little abs, a little cardio to finish up, but that's kind of boring. You guys don't wanna see that. So let's go ahead and finish out these supersets and end the day out strong. All right, I'm a little out of breath. My arms are absolutely about to explode. I hope you guys love that little workout. Again, quick little arm sesh. I'll focus on a lot of supersets, doing biceps and triceps right back together. I have a few little preferences when it comes to like grips or angles and stuff, but generally my biggest tip I can say to take away from it is on your first couple exercises, try to choose something that's a little more compound, like that close grip bench press that I showed you guys. That way you get a lot more weight on that tricep or bicep, depending on what you're doing. You can kind of grow them a little bit better like that. But otherwise, classic, just finish out with some high reps at the end. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we're probably gonna go do a little shopping or just enjoying the absolute beautiful day that we have to finish out. So we'll catch you in the next unit.